From the deepest corners of our planet to the far reaches of human history, there exist mysteries so profound, so baffling, that they defy all rational explanation. These are the cases that have stumped investigators, puzzled scientists, and haunted our collective imagination for decades, sometimes even centuries. What happens when the trail goes cold, when evidence leads to a dead end, and when the only thing left is a chilling, unanswerable question? These are the stories that science cannot explain. These are the unsolved files. February 1959, the Ural Mountains of the Soviet Union. 9 experienced hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, embark on a challenging expedition. They are young, strong, and prepared for the harsh Siberian winter, but they would never return. Weeks later, a search party discovers their abandoned campsite on the slopes of Kholat-Syakhl, a mountain whose name ominously translates to Dead Mountain. The scene is utterly bizarre. Their tent, the only shelter against the brutal sub-zero temperatures, has been sliced open from the inside. The hikers' belongings, their clothes, shoes, and supplies are all left behind. Footprints in the snow show they fled the tent, some barefoot, some in just their socks, running in different directions towards a nearby forest. The first 2 bodies are found a mile away, under a large pine tree, dressed only in their underwear. They had built a small fire. 3 more bodies, including Dyatlov's, are discovered between the tree and the camp, seemingly having tried to return. But the real horror would be uncovered 2 months later. The remaining 4 hikers are found buried under 13 feet of snow in a ravine. Their injuries are catastrophic. One has a crushed skull. 2 others have massive chest fractures, injuries comparable to the force of a high-speed car crash. Yet, bafflingly, there are no external signs of trauma, no bruising or soft tissue damage. One of the women is missing her tongue, eyes, and part of her lips. Adding to the mystery, some of their clothing is found to be radioactive. What could have caused these seasoned hikers to tear open their tent and flee into a deadly blizzard? What force inflicted such devastating internal injuries without leaving a mark on their skin? Avalanches, secret military tests, infrasound-induced panic, even encounters with an unknown creature have all been proposed. But to this day, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling and inexplicable mysteries of the 20th century. December 1872, the Atlantic Ocean. The crew of the British brigantine Dei Gratia spots a ship drifting aimlessly, its sails slightly tattered. As they draw closer, they recognize it. The Mary Celeste, an American merchant vessel that had set sail from New York a month earlier, bound for Genoa, Italy. They hail the ship. Silence. Boarding the vessel, they find a ghost ship. The ship is in perfectly seaworthy condition. Its cargo of industrial alcohol is untouched. The crew's personal belongings are still in their quarters. A meal is laid out in the captain's cabin, as if it were about to be eaten. The ship's logbook has its last entry dated 9 days prior, with nothing unusual noted. The only things missing are the ship's single lifeboat, its chronometer, its sextant, and most importantly, all 10 people on board. Captain Benjamin Briggs, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and the 7 crewmen. They have vanished without a trace. There were no signs of a struggle, no evidence of piracy. The ship wasn't damaged by a storm. In fact, the weather had been fine. So what happened? One theory suggests a seaquake or some other natural phenomenon panicked the crew into abandoning ship. Another popular idea involves the cargo. Fearing the alcohol fumes might explode, the captain might have ordered a temporary evacuation into the lifeboat, tethering it to the ship. But if the ropes snapped, they would have been left adrift in the vast ocean. Other, more dramatic theories range from mutiny to giant squid attacks, but none of them fully explain why a seasoned captain would abandon a perfectly sound ship in the middle of the Atlantic. The fate of the passengers and crew of the Mary Celeste remains one of the greatest maritime mysteries of all time, a silent testament to the unforgiving power of the sea. Now we turn from the ocean's depths to the dusty shelves of a library and a book that has defied every attempt to understand it for over a century. It's called the Voynich Manuscript. Discovered in 1912 by an antique book dealer named Wilfred Voynich, this handwritten codex is a complete enigma. It's filled with over 240 pages of elegant, flowing script, written in a language or code that no one has ever been able to decipher. The world's best cryptographers, from World War I and II codebreakers to modern-day AI algorithms, have all tried and failed. The text is unlike any known language. It follows intricate linguistic rules, with patterns of word repetition and structure that suggests it's not just gibberish, But the text is only half the mystery. The manuscript is lavishly illustrated with bizarre, fantastical drawings. There are detailed illustrations of unknown plants that don't match any known species on Earth. There are astronomical charts with strange suns, moons, and constellations. And most famously, there are the balneological pages, depicting networks of pipes and tubes, connecting pools filled with green liquid, where small, naked figures bathe and interact in strange ways. Who wrote this book? When was it written? And what does it mean? Is it an alchemical text, a secret herbal encyclopedia, a lost language, or an elaborate, centuries-old hoax? Carbon dating places the manuscript in the early 15th century, but its origin and purpose remain a complete blank. The Voynich manuscript is a puzzle locked in a cipher, a book that we can see but cannot read. From the frozen mountains of Russia, to the empty expanse of the Atlantic, to the pages of an unreadable book, these cases represent the limits of our understanding. They are puzzles without solutions, questions without answers. They remind us that for all our knowledge, for all our science and technology, there are still shadows in the world, corners of reality that remain unexplained. What do you think happened to the Dyatlov hikers? What was the fate of the crew of the Mary Celeste? What secrets does the Voynich manuscript hold? We may never know for sure, but the search for answers is what drives us forward. Let me know your own theories in the comments below. Imagine you're an astronomer, staring at a screen night after night, listening to the quiet static of the universe. For years, it's just noise, the faint whisper of distant stars. Then, one night in 1977, something extraordinary happens. That's exactly what happened to Jerry Emin at Ohio State University's Big Ear Radio Telescope. He was scanning the skies, sifting through the cosmic noise, when the observatory's computer started printing a code unlike anything seen before. A sequence of letters and numbers so intense, so out of place, it seemed impossible. The signal was so powerful and so clear that a stunned Jerry Emin grabbed a red pen, circled the data printout, and wrote a single now famous word right next to it. Wow! That scribble in red ink gave a name to one of the greatest mysteries in modern science, the wow signal. But what was it? This wasn't just a faint blip. It was a powerful, narrow-band radio signal that lasted for exactly 72 seconds. To give you some perspective, it was a staggering 30 times stronger than the normal background radiation of deep space. Think of it like hearing a perfect, loud trumpet blast in the middle of a library that's supposed to be completely silent. The signal came from the direction of the constellation Sagittarius, a region of the sky where there are no known planets or stars that could produce such a burst. And here's the most baffling part. In all the decades since, despite countless attempts with even more powerful telescopes, we have never heard it again. It just vanished. So, what could have caused it? The scientific community has been debating this for nearly half a century. We've ruled out a lot of possibilities. It wasn't a signal from an Earth-based source bouncing back from a satellite, and it wasn't a known natural phenomenon like a pulsar or a quasar. The signal's frequency was very close to what's known as the hydrogen line, a frequency that scientists have long theorized would be the perfect universal calling card for an intelligent species to use. It's a natural, abundant frequency throughout the cosmos, making it an ideal channel for interstellar communication. This has led many to a tantalizing conclusion. Maybe, just maybe, the wow signal was a deliberate message, a beacon sent out into the vastness of space by an advanced alien civilization. Could it have been a one-time greeting, a cosmic hello from a civilization light years away? Or perhaps we just happened to be listening at the exact right moment as a powerful transmission beam swept past our planet. Some theories suggest it might have been a natural, but extremely rare, cosmic event that we just haven't discovered yet. Maybe it was caused by something as strange as a hydrogen cloud lens magnifying a weaker signal, or even a comet passing by at just the right moment. Though these ideas have their own problems, the truth is, we don't know. The 72-second burst of data remains an anomaly, a single, frustrating, and exhilarating piece of a puzzle we can't solve. It's the strongest candidate we have for a potential extraterrestrial signal. The wow signal forces us to confront one of humanity's biggest questions. Are we alone in the universe? It's a mystery that captures our imagination because it represents both the limits of our current understanding and the boundless possibilities that lie beyond our world. Was it a cosmic fluke? Or was it a message in a bottle, floating through the cosmic ocean, waiting for someone to find it? What do you think? Was the wow signal a natural event, Or was it the moment humanity almost made first contact? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you love exploring the universe's greatest mysteries, make sure to subscribe for more.